That is Rihanna, 102.7 KIIS FM. And joining us now, the matriarch, the queen, known as Christina Aguilera. Christina, I'm hearing myself on the feedback. Am I okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I love the docile tones of your speaking voice. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite speaking voices to hear.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Let alone when you sing. So how you been?
This past year has been a huge preparation year for me to now release the work that I've done. I've worked so hard over the past year. I've done my movie Burlesque, and I've done which is my first film ever that I'm starring in, and my new record, my new album Bionic, will be released this year as well, very soon. I'm so excited to finally release everything I've been working on over the past year.
Well, I know you are a very hard worker and a perfectionist. So what sort of stories are you telling, or what are we going to hear and learn about you in this new album?
Yeah, exactly, because I always, take a minute and take a little while to, live life a little bit between albums and gather all my thoughts and what I'm feeling and put out what I've sort of been inspired by. And the stories consist of, since the last record, I've become a wife and a new mom, and I've changed a lot. I actually grew a lot on the movie. I was finished with my record, and I put it on hold so that I could go film the movie. And by the time I was finished with the movie, I had more things to say and more stories to write about, and that's how Not Myself Tonight, the first single, kind of got birthed, because it was just exactly what I was feeling. I'd grown and changed so much, learning so much on the film about myself and just about my craft and the craft of acting, that it just all came full circle for me. So
that's fascinating that's what the sing, because without that movie, then this wouldn't be the song, obviously.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, that song just, it really spoke to me. I didn't write it, actually, and I really make sure that I write all my material, because it's really important that I feel it. But that song kind of showed up at my doorstep, because I was like, I'm really just feeling like going back in the studio and expressing what I'm feeling and what I've learned, and so I was asking for tracks and whatnot, and that just kind of showed up, and I was like, oh my God, I have to sing this song. It's just so me, and it's kind of exploring my wild side a little bit again. So.
Oh, my God. We're going back to Dirty. I love it. I love it.
2.0, though.
Dirty 2.0 with, a kid and a husband.
Yeah, a lot of growth, but it's really a fun record. Really futuristic. I was really inspired by a lot of electronic music, electronic artists, and so you'll hear all of those elements and different textures and things in my voice that I was really playing around with and having fun with on this record that I never even knew I could do vocally. So many collaborations, MIA, Santa Gold, a lot of great producers and artists, Sia. I loved working on this record. It's my favorite to date, so.
All right, so let me play the single, Not Myself Tonight, right now. We'll come back with Christina Aguilera. It's 102.7 KIIS FM. Not Myself Tonight. It's Christina Aguilera. That's a song, by the way.
I love it.
If I were ever to become Jordan, I would make you do some burlesque to that. That's
Ryan.
No, I'm serious, but she's got to work on the performance of it all. I would set up a stage and let you perform just to go through the moves. That's a sexy song.
Oh, please. Yeah, he gets many private performances, trust me.
I love that. It's great. So this is the first single, which comes out on iTunes on the 13th of April. And then Bionic is out in June, which will be very exciting because it's the full album.
Yes. So excited. Yeah, it's all sort of going along with the futuristic feel, and yeah, I'm exploring a lot of different sides of myself. The first single sort of feels like a multi-personality sort of thing to me, so it's sort of exploring.
What was the epiphany that you had? Because you said it was sort of inspired by the movie that you're starring in, Burlesque. What happened on that set that inspired you?
Well, what happened to me as an actress, it was sort of difficult for me at first because, I went in really open. I wanted to open myself up to the whole craft of it. I wanted to learn. It was my first film, so I really wanted to be open and vulnerable to the whole experience and take it on. And, it was really hard. I'm used to going in and when I get creative, expressing myself and what I have to say and the stories I have to tell. And being an actress, you have to tap into a different person and a whole other character outside of yourself and find truth within that. So I was digging a lot in my past, bringing a lot of emotional stuff up for me. And, especially on days where I had to cry. And it was very...
How do you make yourself cry?
Oh, you just, for me, it's kind of right below the surface. I harbor a lot of stuff from my past, so I just went there, and it's just something. It's a place that I just can tap into because it really does live right below the surface for me. But yeah, you just go there, and I was really just trying to tap into who my character was. Her name is Allie Marilyn Rose, and it was really weird for me though because it was almost a little suffocating at times because I really felt like, oh my God, when can I just be myself again,
Right.
So the song Not Myself Tonight is kind of about, breaking away from the chains of anything that's holding you back from being sort of yourself or, this person that just wants to break free and sort of, after the movie, I really couldn't wait to be myself again and finally release my record Bionic, which I'd been, having to sit on while I was making the movie.
It's so ironic that you tell that story about being trapped as an actor because, obviously I'm not a singer, but I kind of had to dig deep for my Scope Outlast commercial. And when I was looking in the mirror saying, fresh breath, white teeth, it was like, God, I want to be me again.
Yeah, it's hard, then it's all about your teeth and it's not about you.
Exactly. And please, I'm over my teeth.
Exactly.
We're going to come back with Christina Aguilera. Hang tight. That's Adam Lambert. What do you want from me? 102.7 KIIS FM. It is Ryan Seacrest with Christina Aguilera, who's totally evolved. I mean, the Christina that I sat with at the Spider Club 5 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
Remember her?
I do remember that night, yeah. We were sitting together in the booth, and you pulled out your little black Amex thing, and...
Well, I was taking care of business. I figured at the time I could just charge it and you could buy me something more expensive next time I saw you, but we haven't done that yet. But to think about you now as a mom. Max is what, 2?
Yes, 2. He just turned 2 in January.
And so what has changed about you in terms of the way you get up every day and look at life now that you have a kid?
Well, I lose sleep. Well, no, he's actually good. He sleeps through the night, but I'm not a morning person, and that has definitely changed a lot for me. I like to be the first thing he sees when he wakes up in the morning and the last thing he sees before bed. So I really try to make those hours of the day solely for him. So I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, the pain.
It's very painful for a night owl and someone that only, lives during the night up until this point of having a child.
Yes.
It's very painful, trust me.
Does Jordy get to swap off?
He's great, actually. Yeah, he's great because my schedule's all over the place. It's not a set schedule where I can just and plus I can kind of make my hours. It's nice, but during the movie it was really difficult because I did have to spend a lot of time away from him. But it's great. He teaches me a lot. It's such a growing experience to be a mom, and you see everything differently and new for the first time through him. It's really a fun experience, but yeah, it's pretty it's a big job.
I was going to say, I think it is. I know you sound excited, but I think I'm going to wait a little longer though because it's I don't know.
Wait until you're ready. I did, and
how old were you when you did this?
How old was I?
Yeah.
How old was I? Well, 2 years ago, I guess I was 26.
Yep, you didn't wait long enough. You didn't wait long enough. But speaking of, so you're married, you got a kid, and you also get to do some girls' nights out, I hear.
Yeah, of course, you have to.
I hear you went to, I don't know how to say this. I heard you went to go see a Tony Award-winning show.
Puppetry of the
That's what I'm talking about.
It's amazing. It was so great. We had the best time. I had a total girls' night. I rented out the whole theater.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And the
puppeteers of their fabulous and I got them to come in on their night off. They were sweethearts to have, to put on a show for me and my gays and my girls. And we had the best night ever. I had, we all had we were all good and giggly and ready to go. And it's crazy what those guys can do with their I have a picture of the hamburger that they do that I sent to my mom.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she would have had fun.
What was the most impressive, and I'm doing this sort of in the G-rated form, but what was the most impressive art?
It is kind of an art form. Not all guys can do this, and it looks very painful. I don't even have any of those things attached to my body, and all the girls were cringing. We were all like, ow! Like, how do they do that? And it's all, like, red because it's been abused, and it's, like, it's a little, like...
You should see Ryan's face right now.
You should see my face. Is I literally would not want to be at home after you saw this because you'd be like, honey, and then they did this, and then they did, and then check this out. Can you do the hamburger?
Yeah, the hamburger, the wristwatch, the wombat.
Oh, the wombat! I can pull off the wombat. The wombat's that's a ninth grader's trick. I know that one. All right, Christina, thank you for calling. Psyched about the single and also Bionic, which is out June 8th, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon.
Wonderful. Yeah, I can't wait to see you.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.